beautiful, scary. It's the best experience I had in India.
Dreaming of India by Nami-chan.
Hello, India. I'm Nami from Japan. Konnichiwa, Nami desu. And if I reach 50,000 subscribers, I will travel to India for the second time. Also, I will teach you a Japanese vocabulary at the end of the video, so please watch the video till the end. And today, I'm going to watch India in 11 minutes. I got a lot of requests on this video, and I don't know why I still haven't reacted to it. So today is the day, and his channel is about traveling India on his motorcycle. And yeah, I thought that would be a great video for me because, you know, I can't travel to India right now because of COVID and everything. So I thought I'll just imagine traveling India watching his video. Oh, drone. Wow, it looks professional. The image is really clear. The water, it's so clear. Adiyogi. Oh, it looked like a river for a second. Beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like a matcha hill. Oh. Matcha. Pink river. Looks pink. Kolkata, never been there. Darjeeling. Wow, beautiful sunset. Snow. Snow in India. Unexpected. Whoa. Are you kidding me? What? I have never seen this kind of waterfall before. Whoa. Oh, that waterfall is so beautiful. The curvy road. Waterfall. Again. That waterfall was crazy beautiful. And they're swimming. Oh, that looks like a good experience. Wow. What is this? It's so huge. Huh. Curvy roads again. This kid? Beautiful palm trees. Iconic. Wow, walking on ice or frozen water. Kanyakumari. Okay, this is the one in Jaipur. So beautiful. This is a healing video. No, green. Green is pleasure to the eye. You know, you guys should watch this video when you're feeling low. The green helps you heal. rocky. He's standing in the middle of the road. Wow. Houses on the mountain. Pass. India is vast. Oh, and they like carved the mountain, just made a road. That's cool. It looks like Taiwan, Taroko. It's similar. I've been there. It's a huge tourist place in Taiwan. It looks similar. White Bridge. An incredible India. Sure is. It shows a lot of waterfalls. That looks like a nice place to be. The mist from the waterfall. It feels so good when you're near the waterfall. Oh. I would never get angry at anyone if I lived in a vast nature like that. Camels. Wow. Oh, this is the place from Incredible India, the salt desert. Amazing. That's a unique landscape. That one looks like a moon too. Building. Wow, and a car can go through it. Snow in India. Look at that landscape. Oh, that looks scary. He is fearless. I would never, even for $1 million, I would not stand there. Wow, he's so cool that he can stand on that thin thing. Oh, the creator. Wow, with the Indian flag. This video is different in that they don't show the typical tourist places in India, like Taj Mahal, no Pink City, no Ganga. So that was really interesting as a foreigner because, he's Indian and he's showing us these wonderful places from an Indian perspective. And I'm thinking that it's accessible. It's easier to reach those places by cars or motorcycles. So if I go to India, I was really interested in the huge waterfall, but I'll have to search online and see if I can go by public transportation. It was really fun watching the video because, he showed a lot of places that foreigners have never heard of before and a lot of places I have never ever seen in a guidebook sold in Japan. So that was really interesting. And also, it reminded me a lot of my trip in India. When I was in Bodh Gaya, I really wanted to go to this cave that was famous for Buddhism. And I really wanted to go, but I think it had like almost no public transportation that lets you reach to the cave. So I wanted to go, but I gave up on it. And then I was just looking around the city center, and I met this Indian guy that spoke really good Japanese, and I had my Japanese boyfriend with me and a Japanese friend that we met on a sleeping train. So we were like in a group of 3, and we were talking to the Indian guy in Japanese, and then he asked us if we want a ride to somewhere. He said he has a motorcycle, and his friend will also come to pick us up and go to wherever you want. At that point, I really wanted to go to that cave really bad. So that cave came into my mind, and I was like, I want to go to the cave, but it's dangerous to follow someone that you just met, not just in India. Like, it's kind of common sense to not follow a stranger that you have just met. But then I was like, my Japanese friends and I were like discussing whether we should go or not. And then then the Indian guy was a really nice person. He was so calm, and it wasn't like he was forcing us to get a ride. And he was just, he spoke Japanese, and he knew a lot about Japan, and he would ask questions to us about Japan, and we would ask questions to him in India. And he was so nice that we decided that even though we met him an hour ago, we were just like, let's just trust him and let's just go for it. There were a lot of people that came to us, and they would ask us if we wanted a ride, but we would say no. And because it might not be a good idea to just follow a stranger. But the Indian guy that spoke Japanese, it felt like he was a really nice person. Like, we could tell from his heart the way he was talking, and we just went for it. And then he took us, his friend, and came, and then he took us to that cave, which is really magical. And there was no one there. We were the only ones there, even though it's a really big tourist place. And I was really thankful, because I'm guessing that people can't go there that often because there is no public transportation to the cave, and a car or a motorcycle is the only way that you can access to it. And then we were done watching the cave, and then we were on our way back to the city center of Bodh Gaya, and there was this like huge field, and kids would pop up from the grass field, and then they would wave to us. They would wave really hard at us, and we were waving back at them. It was really cute, and the sunset was really beautiful. And then the Indian guy, our friend, asked us if we wanted to do something else, and then I really wanted to try cricket because I knew that it was popular in India. So I asked him if we could try playing cricket. And then he took us to this place that the local boys were doing cricket. And then he took us to the playing ground, and they let us in, and they let us play cricket with them. That was the best experience in my whole life, because I never thought that I could play cricket in India with the local people. And the people were so nice, the boys were so friendly, and they would when they threw the ball, You know, I suck at playing baseball, cricket, using sticks. So then he would throw it really slow for me so that I could hit it. That was really sweet. And that was like the best experience I had in India. And then the sun was setting and it was like orangish red. I still remember this really clearly. And then I'm sitting on the back of the motorcycle and I look to my right and the sun is setting, and then these like hundreds of palm trees are passing by. And that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I loved watching Taj Mahal. I loved visiting Pink City. It was like my dream place before I knew that I was going to India. That was the place that I was dreaming of. But the place that actually made me cry, like made me in tears, was seeing those palm trees in the evening and when the sun setting, like that scenery and kids waving to us. That India's nature and the people and riding a motorcycle made me cry. It was really beautiful. Like, it was the first time I cried because something was so beautiful. And it was kind of unexpected because I was so excited about Taj Mahal and Pink City and Ganga. But the most beautiful scenery was the view that I saw from the motorcycle. Yeah, so the nice people and India's nature and the motorcycle just made my India trip the best trip in my whole entire life. It was really nice watching this video because it brings back so much good memories. So thank you. Japanese time. Let's move on to Japanese time. And today's vocabulary is see you again in Japanese. I know a lot of you know the vocabulary sayonara, but sayonara is not used in daily conversation. When someone says sayonara, it sounds like you're saying goodbye forever. It kind of sounds like goodbye, I'm never gonna see you again. So it sounds kind of harsh when you use it in a daily conversation. However, if you're breaking up with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, sayonara might be the correct word to use. But in daily conversation, like saying see you again to your family members or your friends, sayonara is not the right term. Mata ne is the correct word. Mata ne sounds very native and it's natural to use in daily conversation. So if you just want to say see you later, see you again, like in a casual way, then mata ne is the perfect word to use. I will pronounce it slowly the first time. So repeat after me. Mata ne. Mata ne. Okay, so a little bit faster this time. Repeat after me. Mata ne. Mata ne. Thank you for watching the video, and if I reach 50,000 subscribers, I will travel to India for the second time. So to support me, please subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed my Japanese class. Mata ne!
Dreaming of India by Nami-chan.